you just gave your vision on developments in the Dutch M&A market from the perspective of NPM, both as an investor and as a seller. Very briefly, it was noteworthy that you made some skeptical sounds with regards to developments in the healthcare sector. Apparently, healthcare expenditure is not rising quite as quickly as had been predicted a while back. NPM has invested heavily in the sector, has profiled itself as increasingly a healthcare-oriented, inter alia private equity firm. You've invested in Benelux. Benelux in turn has recently made various acquisitions, investing in selected activities of sector player Siren. How does the skeptical soundings you've made, does this imply there'll be some sort of reorientation of the strategy?
No. We strongly believe that healthcare, the need for healthcare will grow. And that's why we invest in this sector. And we also think that gradually the Dutch market will be liberalized. It will happen. And the only thing I made that comment is that we talked about cash flow stable companies. But in this time of the world, there are no certainties anymore about cash flow stable companies. We will be surprised that there are companies that we thought it is always stable, that will grow. That certainty is not there anymore. It will grow in healthcare. With ups and downs, we have to be. We should not be nervous about that. But I'm pretty certain that will grow. The demographic trends are such that the demand for healthcare will absolutely grow.
And a positive assessment, albeit with a few qualifiers,
yes,
as to the rate at which these developments will come to pass. Another sector you touched on was TMT.
Yes.
NPM has recently made a very high-profile exit in the e-retail space.
Yes.
Do you foresee what sort of developments do you foresee in that space in the coming, shall we say, 2 odd years? Will NPM be making more investments in the?
I hope so. I hope so. If we find the right investments, we will certainly do.
And any additional points you'd perhaps like to touch on?
Well, I think the most interesting thing is that I think the private equity sector is getting into a very interesting phase. It is not about financing. It is about business. And it is about a deep understanding about business. And the easy part of private equity, where you would buy a company, finance it, and sell it later for a higher multiple and make your money on deleveraging, that is, I think, a bit over. So we have to understand the businesses much better. We have to understand our exit opportunities much better, because they will certainly more be strategic than private equity. And I have the feeling that if you do your homework well, and if you are prepared for that there is a long way for you to make a lot of money in private equity.
These are the right circumstances for an evergreen fund.
Well, we are not exit driven. We can wait for another 2 years to find the right partner to exit the company.